Allow me to tune your biofield. Just let the vibration take away all of your negative thoughts. Get lost in the sound of the vibrational frequency. Doesn't that feel good? I love it. Look, you could also do this. I highly recommend it. You can recalibrate your own human biofield, which is your electromagnetic frequency that everybody has. Everybody has a unique electronic frequential signature. Hello, collective. I love you so much. I just got this big rush of love. I love you so much. I am so grateful to be here. I am so happy to be co-creating with you in this very unique way. I'm so happy to bring the messages forward and to be able to connect with spirit to show you guys how it's done. You know, back in the day, fearful, that's right. I was going to say, back in the day, if you were to say you want to be a healer, or that you're a light worker, or that you really resonate with being a starseed and all of that, you would be called crazy, and you would probably be burned at the stake. And I mean a lot of people still call you crazy, but now we're going into the age of Aquarius. I mean, we are in the age of Aquarius, but it's starting to come a little faster, and it's starting to catch on that we're more than just human. We are more than this going to work every day. We're more than dog eat dog, more than survival. It's really about co-creation and coexisting and cooperation. And we're so excited to be here with you at this time, in this very unique time we're in, where it's never been done this specific way before. And we're so happy to be of service to the collective. I'm Patience, your very favorite spirit medium, host of Spirit News on Spotify, where we teach you about how you are a non-physical entity having a human experience, and it's supposed to be fun. And we hope that the information we provide, that we get through our very own spirit team, the Guild of the Golden Triangle, Mish Mirabelle Mantis, we hope that it helps in any way, shape, or form. If you want to know the podcast, you want to listen to more metaphysical nuggets of wisdom and knowledge, you can find that through the description bar and the link tree. We have put all of our socials there for you, and we hope that it helps in any way. All are welcome. Please go follow us. And we really want to thank you for all your love and support here. We have been really welcomed in by the community, and we're so happy to bring to us those who resonate with our vibration, who we can provide a healing to. We're so happy to be here to show you what it's like for us to connect with divine energy and to honor your divinity. And we hope that it not to do it like us, but to activate within you a spark that makes you want to activate yourself. And that's really all we can hope for. I am a child psychic. I was born this way. Spirit said skill. I love you, Spirit. I was born this way. I repressed my psychic abilities because of fearful of not being accepted, and for being casted out or abandoned or rejected. And through a series of traumatic incidences 4 or 5 years ago, it activated spontaneously, and it kind of forced me, not forced, but it definitely made me realize, or made me have to come to the realization or the truth of my own truth, that I've always been this way. I've always been able to tap in. I've always had special guidance, and everybody does. But as a child, I definitely had it, like really had it, and I was scared. It scared me. So I intuitively followed the clues for what my spirit guidance was guiding me to do, and I empowered myself. I took a mediumship course by James Van Prague. He's my very favorite spirit medium. He has the School of the Spiritual Arts, and he really helped me to understand like how to tap in, and I highly recommend it if you feel activated with your own spiritual gifts. We believe here at Spirit News, through the knowledge of my spirit team, that everybody is psychic, everybody has intuition, everybody has room for improvement, and everybody has the ability to tap in. And we hope that by us learning in real time how to read energy, that it helps you know how to read energy, and you can be your own source of guidance. You don't have to look outside of yourself, because God is within all of us, always wanting to have a relationship with us. And so we hope that it shows you how to do that. We have the latest episode of Spirit News on Spotify called The Art of Spiritual Discernment, where we have gathered, Spirit said protect yourself. Hold, please. Hold, please. Let me see. Father, I thank you for your covenant promise of protection. Right now, I call upon the covenant I have with you and plead the blood of Jesus over my family and myself. Angels, I charge you to watch over me and my family, to protect us, for we are walking in the footsteps of Jesus. Go before us, behind us, beside us, and all the way around us. Keep us from calamity, evil, or misfortune. Lord Jesus, I speak for my family and myself, and for the collective. No evil will befall us. In the name of Jesus, no weapon formed against us will prosper. Thank you so much. So we're going to do a reading, and here we don't read tarot cards. We can, we have, if we're called to do it, but we read whatever we're guided to read. We have books, we have games, we have tiles, we have oracle cards, we have so many things, because energy is anything, and God is omnipotent. He's everything. So therefore, anything at all can be used as a way to communicate. So we're trying to be aware of that, and anything that's in front of you, that's in your awareness, can be used as a means of communication. And so that's what we do here. And then we always learn a valuable lesson or some bit of knowledge, or we get higher perspectives of linear views. So I have to talk. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for reminding me. I have to start with my dream. Okay. So I had, well, first I had the dream. Oh, no. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit just said correct. So the other day, I went to pick my kids up, and I was with my son. We were waiting for my daughter, and I saw something that I thought was a moth. And I was like, it looked so pretty, and it was kind of big. So I followed it, and it like disappeared in the grass, and I could not find it. It was camouflaged. And then my son went towards it, and it flew away again. I noticed it wasn't a moth. It was bigger than that. And it only looked like a moth when its wings were spread, but when it was sedentary, spirit burps, it was a locust. But I didn't know it was a locust at the time. And then I saw another one, and it flew away. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've never seen this type of insect before. And I thought it was really cool. So then we went home, and we have this giant sunflower that's like bigger than my face, and it's drooping down because it's near its end. And me and my husband touched it, and it moved a little, and this locust comes out of it. This giant locust comes out of it. Like, who's that? Who's bothering me? Like, it was ready to fight. It was like ready to fight. 11:11. And I thought that was so cute that it was down to like protect itself, even though it was like by itself. And then I noticed that it had one one leg. It only had one leg, but it was humongous and it was beautiful. My husband took this picture and the camera, it was like National Geographic, and you could see just the creation of it. It was very beautiful. It had these very distinct marks on it, and it was giant, and it was living in the sunflower, trying to protect its space. It had one leg to stand on. It was just like a badass locust, and I was like, locust, I feel you. I feel that. I was like very happy to meet the locust. And then my dream, I last night I had a dream, and it was so real. I could literally still feel what I'm about to say. So, I had a dream, and in the dream, I was at some kind of shopping center, like a mall, indoor mall. And there was this woman who was talking this man into some kind of business venture. And he seemed very apprehensive, like, oh, I don't know. Like he was the one, she was trying to get him to invest in something. And he was apprehensive, but at the same time I could tell that he wasn't going to say no. And I think that this cement, and I think this woman knew that he wasn't going to say no either. And she was just really talking him into it, like, yeah, you're going to make a lot of money and this and that, and it's going to be the best decision you ever made, and I have this plan and that plan. Da, da, da. All of a sudden, I hear this noise. It's like
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock, yeah. It's like this low hum, like hum. And I see a big cloud moving really fast, and I realize it's a swarm of something. But I was not scared, but everyone else around me was. And I just was standing there like looking up, like do do do. I was not scared, and I saw it coming right for me, and I could start to see that there were locusts coming closer, like in a swarm. And so they started to come closer and closer. And then all I did was I didn't want them to like hit my face, but I wasn't scared. So I just kind of like did a Michael Jackson swirl around and went down to the ground into like a little shell or a little egg. And I felt all of the locusts come and make some kind of like locust armor on me, like they were protecting me from something. And I literally could feel them press into my skin like I was putting on, like it would have been like a jacket or something. And they were hugging me tight all around. And I was just remember thinking, oh my God, I can like feel them like touching my skin. And I realized that they weren't hurting me, and I wasn't scared. They were protecting me from something, and they were attacking everyone else. Oh, Devote! Hey, Devote! Be respectful to the reader, or find another room where being a jerk makes you cool. I don't think there's any room where you'd be cool for being a jerk. Nobody likes a jerk, right, Devote? I miss you. Spirit said your name today, and I was thinking of you all day today. I think I'm gonna text you later, okay? So, that was my dream. So, I don't know what I get from it, and I'll just say the data right now before we read the cards, so the cards can maybe confirm or validate what I'm getting. That there could possibly be someone who didn't have a leg to stand on, or who somebody thought didn't have a leg to stand on, but who is very resilient, very protected, someone who's optimistic, that is that's finding a way to overcome something. and they have help. They have some kind of protection. REM pod, and I just in my dream spirit said REM pod. REM is rapid eye movement. Um, and so that's what I think's happening. And there's somebody here who's some kind of well, they're a liar. They could possibly be lying about some kind of endeavor or some kind of financial something, some kind of scammer. Okay, trying to prey on somebody who maybe has a hard time saying no, or somebody who is somehow easily influenced by this person. That's what I'm getting so far. Spirit! Spirit, give me a song. Can I have a song, please, for the next clue? Tell us what you want us to know. What's the overall energy? Spirit, what's the overall energy, please? Should we do daily mix 1, 3, 4, or 6? 1, 3, 4, or 6. 13.3 in the timer. I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do 4. Okay, thank you. I was gonna do 4. You read my mind. All right, this is daily mix 4. Spirit, give us a song for overall energy. Moon Bay. Moon Bay by Alexis Nicole Jackson. Spirit said probably not. It doesn't have any lyrics. Spirit said probably not. And it has no lyrics. Somebody's at a loss for words? Rule. Somebody's at a loss for words. The song has no lyrics, so I can't listen to it. Levitating. Oh, don't start now. Do a leap, but don't start now. So someone's at a loss for words because someone did a full 180 and now they don't want to see you. I mean, they're thinking about the way that you used to be. Confirmation with a light flicker. Your fave number is 4. My fave number is 36 because 3 plus 6 is 9. So it's 3, 6, 9. Oh. But look at where I ended up. I'm all good already, so moved on. It's scary. I'm not where you left me at all. So if you don't want to see me dancing with somebody, if you want to believe that anything could stop me, don't show up. Don't come out. Don't start caring about me now. Walk away. You know how. Don't start caring about me now. So somebody... Disagree. Okay, disagree. All right. Someone here is at a loss for words because somebody did a full 180 and it's scary because everyone's leaving them because of something that they did with a group of people or something that they didn't want to believe or something that they made people believe. They thought that nothing could stop them. They didn't expect you to show up or to show up the way that you are. Too many. Too many. I told you a group. Spirit just said too many. They thought that you wouldn't survive. Now it's scary because they have to walk away. Why, Spirit, why did they think that? Why is it scary that you did that this person did a full 180. Why is that scary to this person? Devastation. I told you, was something has devastated. Something has devastated this person. Spirit said too many. I said a group. It could be a group of 3 or 4 people. This is the, what's the name of it? Oh, we just did a reading about the Trump assassination where there was an oligarch monster that was this animal. It was half alligator, half... Incorrect. Okay, I started saying incorrect. Okay. I'm like, oh my god, is there a connection? There's some kind of leader here. Someone who wears many faces or masks. Someone who is like a shapeshifter, I guess, who's devastated because either they lost 3 people or 3 people that followed them don't follow them anymore. There's also the Eye of Ra over them, so they may have had some kind of forbidden knowledge or some kind of higher spiritual knowledge. Why are they devastated? Resourcefulness upside down. Their resources. Oh, these 3 people could be someone that used to give them resources or be sources of resource. It's upside down though. So maybe in the past or like I said, they're walking away because look, they're in a boat, leaving them in the underworld. They're like, we're out of here. And she's looking up. I said she, but I don't know if it's she. Hi. Hi there. Thanks for being here. So this person's being left behind because they could have possibly been a tyrant. They're losing resources. Why are they losing resources? Oh, those came out really funny. Being ordinary in reverse. They did something that was very unusual. They did something that was very unusual. Something that's not ordinary. Something that's very... there's a vulture here. They could have stolen something or did something very unorthodox. They could have done something very unorthodox. And I do, like I said, this person could have high spiritual knowledge or know about spiritual stuff or have some, as I said, enlightening in reverse. So they thought they did. This person thought they did. They thought they knew something that they didn't really understand. They thought that they were enlightened or they pretended to be enlightened. Incorrect. They didn't pretend to be enlightened. They knew that they were not enlightened and yet they acted that way or took actions to appear that way even though they knew that they were not. They had a blind spot because they were being a snake. They thought that their knowledge was greater than someone else's. Vultures are the bird. They're scavengers. They eat off of dead carcasses. Well, I don't know what that's about, but keep going. I don't know if this person was... I don't know. I don't want to say that. Let me change. Okay. Why did this person pretend to have spiritual knowledge or be enlightened? Amanda? Spirit said Amanda. Why did this person pretend to have spiritual knowledge? For what? Why pretend that? Why is that something to pretend? Creak! Found a secret passage. Put this card in your room of your choice, and now it connects to the other secret passages. Hey, just so you know, I'm proud of you. It takes a lot of effort to get up every day and make the best of it. You're doing a great job. Keep it up. You got this. Oh, thank you. Thanks for spreading joy in the room. I appreciate you. Mystic Healer. Thank you all. Yes, let's get the likes up. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to develop my psychic ability with you. So this person is Krieg found, it's a clue, found a secret passage. So it could be passage like
Francis.
No, Francis, Amanda, Francis, Jeremy, Lisa, Christine, Gerald, Judy. Spirit said console. Is it console? Console. That means to like, I don't know what it means actually. Console, Spirit said. Software to connect and configure applications across dynamic distributed infrastructure. And this says a room of your choice connects you to the other secret passages. Oh, a console. Like a computer console. What? To attack? To attack somebody?
Voices.
Voices. Found a secret console to connect to other. Are you talking about like a black web or something, or something on the dark web, or some kind of AI or something? This person that is pretending to have high level enlightenment, spiritual knowledge, may have found something secret on a computer or through some kind of software or internet that connected them to other secret websites or something like that. But a wrench, there's some kind of, it's spelled Passaggy. And some spirit isn't always literal, it can be metaphorical. So that's why I say that it doesn't have to be like a secret door they found, but it could be like a passage from a book or like some kind of knowledge, secret knowledge they found on the dark web to connect them to something, to something secret. And this says software to connect and configure applications across dynamic distributed infrastructure. The cloud. Something there. So this could go either way, and I don't know. I'm just reading the energy. I don't know whose story this is. But this person may have found a way to either connect on the dark web to something that's secret or something that they kept secret, to like dark websites that had like secret knowledge or some kind of forbidden knowledge or passages from
Proletarian.
Proletarian. What's proletarian? What's proletarian? Proletarian. Oh. Proletarian. Relating to what? A social class of wage earners who sell their labor power to the capitalist class. The bourgeoisie? The proletarian is the social class of wage earners, those members of a society whose possession of significant economic value is their labor power. A member of such a class is a proletarian or a proletaire. Marxist philosophy regards the proletariat under conditions of capitalism as an exploited class forced to accept meager wages in return for operating the means of production. Oh, so it's working class people. This person is devastated because they're gonna have to work hard for the rest of their life because of something they used as a evil resource or negative resource that was extremely unorthodox and unenlightened. This person pretends to have some kind of spiritual knowledge or be some kind of spiritual leader of some sort or someone who has authority, but they're a shapeshifter. They found a secret passage, and I just got a notification from the FBI Instagram. They could be under investigation because something that they've been doing to connect either on the ethereal realm or like through the World Wide Web, I don't know, to some kind of secret website or dark website that has ancient forbidden knowledge. They were using it to have wrenches can loosen or tighten, or the saying throw a wrench. Someone threw a wrench in my plan. There's some kind of wrench in their plan because what they thought was being resourceful is now they're devastated. Dagger, wrench and dagger. Yeah, so working class person. Either this person was using like what's that called when you're when you work for like the court or something, you're a civil servant. Some kind of working class, that may have been their resources, some kind of working class people that they were using as a resource on the secret web or something, or the dagger. They may have stabbed these people in the back. Colonel Mustard on the secret website with a dagger. Untidies. Spirit said untidies, but it sounded like they said untitties. So funny. Colonel Mustard. Colonel Mustard. Billiard room. Rope. Lead pipe. and under pressure. Choose the guiltiest looking player to put one card from their hand face up in front of them. What?
Incorrect.
Okay. Okay. So this person, it could be a male, but oh, look, and there's money on that billiard room. There's money there.
False.
Oh, it's in reverse. So they didn't get the money. This could possibly be about money. This person was playing some kind of game. They're trying to tie up loose ends. I told you. Richard said, I will win, and I have billiard room in reverse. So Spirit's winning this one. They're not getting money. They're under pressure because they look like they're guilty. Because someone knows their hand, they have to face what's in front of them because they're being hit with a lead pipe and being tied up for stabbing someone in the back and trying to throw a wrench into somebody's. Either a wrench got thrown into their plan or they tried to mess up somebody's life or something. They thought they were playing a good game. They thought they were being strategic. A colonel has to be strategic. They have to know the art of war. They have to know their enemy. Huh. They're under pressure because their plan didn't work. That's why they're devastated. And they're looking guilty because their hand is being shown and people are walking away from them. People that they stabbed in the back. Why? Let me see. How did they stab these people in the back? What did they find out about this person?
Chili.
Chili. Surprise! Something that they had no idea about. Something that that was a complete surprise to them. Something that brought them to their knees. Now they're praying. Doesn't it look like she's praying? Something that that brought them to the ground. Some kind of heavy burden. They could be praying now. Look, because begging. I have this dog begging, and this woman looks like she's praying. Surprise! They did not see this coming. Did a full 180. It's crazy. They're thinking about the way it was. They don't understand. They don't understand. They don't understand how this happened. They may have had a group of people that was like flying monkeys for them, that would bring them gifts, that would do their bidding for them. One was the muscle, one was something like that. But I have resourcefulness upside down, so not anymore. What's the surprise? Why was it a surprise? because time ran out to... These are all animals. Time ran out to transform themselves or to attain some kind of knowledge. Time ran out to attain some kind of knowledge, or they gained knowledge about this person, because all these animals are in a classroom setting and they all have some form of like homework in front of them or something. They did their homework and they were surprised at what they found, because somebody that they thought was an authority figure was doing something extremely unorthodox. What were they doing? What were they doing? They were cooking up something in the kitchen. They were cooking up something. Cake recipes in a book. They were doing something. Oh, maybe this is the passages. They found a secret. Oh, they found some kind of book with secret passages in it that had some kind of secret knowledge in it. They found it. Some kind of book that they used to roll over people rhythmically, to stop people. Okay. I saw the rolling pin here. They use this book to stop people from doing things. Doesn't this look like a cauldron? Like they're mixing up something in a cauldron with a book? This looks like Winifred from Hocus Pocus. This person could have been mixing up some special recipes from a book they found. What's this book they found? Dangerous at the top of the deck. Look, dangerous. Something dangerous. Something dangerous. And I have a cop stopping. Spirit just said stop. And this cop is saying stop. Someone in this group might be telling her to stop what she's doing before she hurts any more people. Something with someone's teeth could be significant. Someone's teeth may be falling out, or someone may be having to go to the dentist or something. But they're being stopped because everyone's surprised at because they're finding out what this person was doing. They're being educated. They're doing their homework on what this person's been doing. What have they been doing? What have they been doing? What have they been doing with this book in the kitchen? Animals again. There's a lot of references to animals here. Going on a safari. Cooking animals? Cooking animals. Brandon. Something with animals. They were trying to do it in secret. They were trying to do it quietly in secret, but something happened to blow their cover that made them have someone find out what they were doing. And the person did their homework to figure out what exactly they found out about this person, and they found out that they're doing something with a secret, something they found, something with secret passages that connects them to other secret passages, which could be, the passages could be secret recipes, forbidden knowledge, some kind of something you mix up in a cauldron. Wow. Numbers. Something they've done numerous times. They could have red hair. We've been picking up on this person with red hair a lot. Spirit, what were they doing with this book? We'll look in the philosophy book. David Hume, the treatise of human nature, of the influencing motives of the will. They're using this book to influence motives of the will of others. That's the dagger in the back. This person, they're finding out, they're completely surprised. Where's that surprise card? Surprise! Someone in this group is finding out that they've been doing things thinking that it's their will, but really it's this person using the secret book they found to influence their will. And they do this to numerous people. That turns, oh, I see what you're saying. It turns these people into mindless, I don't know. It says animals, so primitive, like a primitive way, or they do it to primitive people, or people who have like a reptilian brain, who are very just like 3D, that aren't awakened yet. Brother. Spirit said brother. They could have done this to your brother? Influencing motives of the will. Nothing is more usual in philosophy and even in common life than to talk of the combat of passion and reason, to give the preference to reason, and assert that men are only so virtuous as they conform themselves to its dictates. Every rational creature, it is said, is obliged to regulate his actions by reason, and if any other motive or principle challenge the direction of his conduct, he ought to oppose it till it be entirely subdued, or at least brought to a conformity with that superior principle. On this method of thinking, the great part of moral philosophy, ancient and modern, seems to be founded, nor is there an ampler field, as well as metaphysical arguments, as popular declamations, than this supposed preeminence of reason above passion. The eternity, invariableness, and divine origin of the former have been displayed to the best advantage. The blindness, inconstancy, and deceitfulness of the latter have been strongly insisted on, in order to show the fallacy of this philosophy. I shall endeavor to prove first that reason alone can never be a motive to any action of the will, and secondly, that it can never oppose passion in the direction of the will. The understanding exerts itself after two different ways, as it judges from demonstration or probability. Knife! Look, I have dagger. This person... This person found a secret book that gave them knowledge of how to influence other people's will, to bend people's will so that she can influence them to do as she pleases. She never, oh my God, and look at this. Lake, Spirit just said lake, and now there's a lake here. Now, this person is completely devastated because they never thought that anyone would find out about this. Look, this person's waking up from a fog in the background. Look, they're like, what? What's going on? Why did I do that? Why did I treat that person this way? Who am I? They're like they're in shock, surprise, because it wasn't them, it was this person that was making them feel like they had to do certain things that they normally wouldn't do. It was supposed to be a secret, but look, the cat's out of the bag because someone made a noise and it woke up the other
Self.
people. Or someone told this person, or I also have a crane about to fly away. I got about 15 minutes to figure this out. The bait.
Daniel.
The spirit said, Danielle, someone took the bait? Or they took the bait? Kick the bucket. Shh. Huh. So they insisted on doing this because they didn't think it was deceitful, because they were using reason over passion, and they demonstrated no regard for the experience which these people they were in relationship with
Female good.
would ever gain this information, because they view these people as objects. They're playing a game. Like, these people are just pawns in their game, because they live in a scarcity mindset where it's survival of the fittest, where reasoning alone is the cause of any action. This person did this because in their mind, they thought to themselves, there's no other choice. This is the easiest option, because they're lazy. They don't want to work. They're not part of the working class. They used people as resources that are working class because they didn't want to work themselves, and they needed someone to help them figure out the mechanics of an operation. They were influencing others' will, but they themselves had no influence. They cannot regulate their emotions. They have no purpose. The reason why they employed a arithmetic fixing of the proportions of numbers, meaning the reason they did this to employ, like, rhythmically, these people who they used as resources, was to fix some proportions of numbers, money, because there's money in that
12
picture.
o'clock.
12 o'clock. Because they needed to know the sum total of their accounts with any person, because they're in debt. And they demonstrate abstract reasoning and never influence any of their actions in a direction that's positive, only a direction filled with concerning judgment that's not concerned about the cause and effect, or where it might lead them to the second phase of the operation, or to lead them to understanding. They don't understand the prospect of pleasure or pain from any, oh, they don't think about the obvious prospect of pleasure or pain from any object or feel a consequent emotion towards the people that they have used to attain their own satisfaction. Is this person like a sociopath or something?
I don't know.
I don't know. This person has an abstract way of reasoning. You know what this sounds like? And I'm just going to say it right out. This person twisted the truth to make what they were doing okay because they needed to influence people's decisions to help them to violate somebody or to gain some kind of monetary gain that people wouldn't normally have helped them do unless there was some kind of proof or ending without consequence or criminal consequence. But this person is insidious. This person knew that if they told the truth to these people, they wouldn't help them. And these people are in higher places. There could possibly be a bank teller. There could possibly be a lawyer. There could possibly be a mechanic. Something like that. They purposely lied to them or did something that they thought was the only way they could do it to gain some kind of money, but it didn't work because they're in serious debt. This person doesn't care about the consequences or the cause and effect of their actions. They view people as objects, and they knew that what they were doing was wrong, but they didn't care because they only care about themselves. This is a selfish person that doesn't take accountability, that talked themselves into believing that what they were doing was going to be right because they put reasoning over passion. It's not that you use one or the other, it's that you use both. You don't logically deduce everything to some scientific mathematical equation because some things cannot be explained, but it doesn't mean that it's not happening. Supernatural. Thank you, Spirit. That's what we teach you about energy. You don't ask the Wi-Fi how it's bringing the internet on. You don't ask yourself why you can smell a rose when it's not in front of your face. You don't ask yourself why the sunset makes you cry and makes your heart feel good. This person used nonsensical, logical, premeditated deduction for why it'd be okay to influence and bend other people's wills to do a criminal act to gain money. They didn't care about the consequences. They didn't care about the concern or moral evidence of their actions. They didn't care who it would hurt or what the implications would be because they don't think that way. They don't think that far ahead. All they care about is them and what they need now. They don't have emotions that extend beyond that. They view people as objects, as pawns in a chess game made for them to move in the way that they need them to move. They are very impulsive. They They don't have any passion or purpose. All they care about is money. And so the secret that came out is that one of these people found out what happened. Something with their teeth may have been. Bye, Michelle. Something with their teeth may have some kind of significance. Something may have happened to one of these people's teeth, and it made them wonder about this person, or made them do research or homework on what this person was doing, or may have seen them in the kitchen doing something that was related to their teeth, or maybe they saw teeth inside of something they made, something like that. And it made them do their homework, and they were completely surprised by what they did because it was completely
Relax.
unorthodox, and it shattered their reality. That somebody that they cared about, that they know, would treat them this way, like some kind of flying monkey. And so they're upset, they're angry. They're angry that this person had no emotional response to what would happen to them, because there could possibly be things going wrong. They could be praying to God to have it stop because they don't understand why everything's going wrong, or why they have no control or something. A category cannot be used for cognizing things except when it applied to object of experience. There's people here who had no intuition to correspond to the concept of what was happening to them. They couldn't read their intuition. God was telling these people that there's someone in their circle that is doing supernatural things that are making them do nonsensible things, and that they couldn't apply their own thoughts to their actions. Their thoughts would become nothing because of energy. They had no cognition of these types of things whatsoever, and so that's why it affected them so greatly. But somehow God has stepped in, because one of these people
The number 10.
followed their intuition, that followed the signs that they were being given, became cognizant of the concept that they could not understand something that was beyond them, and followed their intuition through space and time. And because of this, they actually stopped somebody from doing some kind of spell work or something. And they're shocked. They're shocked that this person went to this level of evil, of control. All right, I got about 5 more minutes. People are doing these things. This person found some kind of book, some kind of secret, or either they bought it on the dark web, or they found it in a secret passage, or they found it in like some old library. They could have found some kind of book, and they've been doing this to alter the numbers for a long time. But it was a secret, something that nobody knew. This person may have they thought it was a game because they had been getting away with it for so long, but now they're at the end of their rope because they're looking like the guiltiest person. They're starting to be found out. Tell me a little more, close it up. So what's going to happen to this person? They're not getting the money, I'll tell you that. Sun. The Sun card. This person's gonna be, regardless of their reaction, this individual is gonna have to strike a pose for the paparazzi. This could possibly go out on the perform. This could be, Spirit said perform, and this is paparazzi. This could be a celebrity, perhaps, or an entertainer, perhaps, or somebody who is putting on a performance about their generosity, someone who's about to be in the spotlight because of their self-aggrandizement and what they created. There could possibly be this person may be on the news or something because of what they did. This person's in their feelings, feeling nostalgic. We had in the beginning that in the song that they were thinking about the way it was. They're wondering how they got here. They're wondering how they got here, how they could have gotten themselves to this place. Uh, they have subconscious patterns that have been their reflex response, something that they do without even thinking,
Probably.
impulsively. They do this a lot. They want to be magnetic, but they can't stop creating cycles of this behavior. Because why? Because why? Why do they why are they like this? Why are you like this? Reframe. This is happening for me, not to me. Oh, I gotcha. This was destined. This was destined to happen. Reframe. This is a gift. This person, this had to happen to this person in this life because this happens all the time in cycles. This happens in every life they live. They resort to manipulation and control of people's wills, whether that's through lying, whether it's through energy manipulation, whatever it is, they resort to it in every life. This life is a life where somebody finally stepped up and stopped this person, and now this person has to understand that this isn't happening to them, it's happening for them. They need to learn a lesson about needing to control people. If you're meant to have something, then it will be for you. You don't have to manipulate people to get something that isn't meant for you, because this is what happens. This person wanted to receive some kind of money or something and come home to your body. They could be having out of body experiences because they've been dibble dabbling in something supernatural, lizard in reverse regeneration. They can't regenerate themselves. They don't know how to step out of this cycle they're in. They're in a very like victim mentality. Oh, I don't know much about energy manipulation, but what I do know is that energy never dies and it never stops moving, and it constantly is needing to be recharged. James Van Prague taught me a trick about running your energy, because what Spirit has enlightened me to is that, and what we're trying to teach you is that your energy field and even the field of the earth is like a donut, like a torus. It's called a torus field, and it's shaped like a donut. So energy goes in, down through the chakras, and then it comes out and goes back in. It gets recycled over and over. So if you are exchanging energy and you're running energy that's constantly in a low vibration, where you're doing manipulation and you're lying and you're cheating and you're stealing and you're hurting other people, that's coming in and going through and through and through, you have to do something different. You have to learn the lesson so you stop repeating the cycle. If you're not aware that, if you're not taking accountability for your actions and your reasoning, you're using all logic and no passion, or which is another word for heart. Hi Robin, thanks for being here. Which is another word for your heart. You're meant to use your heart, your gut, and your mind. There are three brains we have, and you're meant to use them all together. If you use one more than the other, and you're not in a balanced way, you will make decisions that aren't for the highest good of your soul's path. And so this person was using all logic and not following the intuitive hits. The intuition's the gut, the heart is your emotion, and the mind is the logic. You use all your brains to formulate a decision about anything that you're confronted with. This person was confronted with some kind
The number
of
5.
secret amount of money, and they were trying to find a logical, reasonable way to keep the money. But because the money wasn't theirs to begin with, they took drastic measures and solidified in their mind that it was okay to do this to resources they had that were their friends. And they put daggers in their back because they manipulated people that they knew who were possibly like a bank teller, a lawyer, some kind of judge or something. People who are working class that are civil servants, and this person used them like objects just to attain what they wanted. No, that's not how it works. You can't do all this and then expect to get what you want. That's not right. You can't do that. You can't hurt all these people and go to such drastic measures in that energy and run it through your field and then expect to get good things from that or to get what you want. Because what you're doing is telling the universe that you don't have it. And so you'll get exactly what you gave back. So now what this person's getting back, they didn't want these secrets to be revealed. Well, now the secrets are being revealed. Exactly what they didn't want is exactly what they need to happen to stop this cycle, for them to see that you don't get honey with vinegar. You don't get bees with vinegar, okay? You can't be bitter and do these things and expect to get sweet things. That's just not how it works, okay?
Definitely.
Definitely, Spirit said. All right. Well, like Spirit said, reframe. We got to reframe. When these things happen, we have to remember that it's not happening to us.
Try something.
It's happening for us. If you're experiencing something that is unpleasant, that's not fun, use that as a way to ask yourself, well, how could I have done it better? What is it in this situation that I could have done better to help me receive better? What can I take accountability for? Why do I think, if there's anything at all that could be my fault in this situation? When you do that, you can see that it's not trying to punish you. It's trying to show you that you could have realized the signs that we were showing you. Use your gut, your intuition to know that this wasn't for you. You had to do so much just to try to gain some kind of money that you didn't even get to begin with, and now they could possibly be in debt, going bankrupt, the complete opposite of what they wanted, because that is they were trying to force something that wasn't meant for them. And so the lesson for them is to realize when it's not for you and to stop. Echo, Spirit said echo. I wish I could explain this to my sweetheart. Hey George, well, you'll have to have them take a listen someday if they're open to it. All right, collective. Well, I hope this person realizes their part in this and realizes that this is a gift for them to change, their ways. And I love you so much. Bye, collective. Please close any doorways or portals.